Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks, part 3 of this. Didn't really mean to keep going, but over the last couple of days, I've made these that really are pretty cool. And if you didn't watch part 2, well, let me find part 2. I got the lines to be even all the way around. I'm not going to do that because it takes a little bit of extra time, but I'm going to go after this a whole different way. And I came up with a mistake with spacing in here, and it's just the saying, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. So I fixed it. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to bring these two ellipses in. I started thinking it's really hard to get that tight circle in there. And we're going to work off the page. But first I'm going to draw, or off the, not like I was trying to rotate them on the circle. I'm going to rotate this guy 10 degrees and then Control D and mirror it. So I've got a 20-degree cavity there. But now I'm going to make my shapes not in the circle. I'm going to draw a 2-point line, make sure it's longer than you need to fit in there. And I'm going to go to the extrude tool. No, the distort tool, and put like, you'll see it add a node and then add like another one, and then go right here and type in like 25 and you get that. Then go right here and have it smooth. I'm actually going to go a little bit more. You can always change it afterwards. Now, what I did before, I was trying to rotate that. I'm going to hit the plus key and move it over and mirror it. So then I'm going to have to move it a little bit more because I don't really want to touch it. So I've got a different shape there. Now I'm going to hit the plus key and mirror it back and move it over here. So now I have this shape, and they're going to be perfect. Now I need to group them together. I can make them a little bit smaller and bring them over here. And let me left click, right click, and I'm going to grab my two new shapes and go up to effects and envelope, put an envelope form and put right there. It doesn't do a perfect job, but then if we control shift select that and go EC, you can see it's hanging over. And does it really matter? But if we change it, we're going to mess things up. So now I can actually get rid of this. I'm not going to get rid of it. I'm going to move it over and I'm going to nudge that back. And I'm going to bring an indexing line. You see the center of the page. And all I have to do is take this and Control D, Alternate C, and rotate it 20 degrees. No, you know what? 40 degrees. Well, you know what? See, there's the same problem I had before. I've got this space between them. And I don't really know what I'm doing wrong because that's a 20-degree arc. And I'm guessing because it's such a weird shape, it isn't going to be any better. So I'm going to Control D, Alternate C. And I just thought I'd show you how to make lemonade when you have something like this. But I'm way ahead of myself. So I'm going to just take half of these and delete them. And I'm going to, if I hold down the Alt key, I'll be able to select a bunch of them. And I'm going to get these original two. And I'm going to bring that's why I don't ever get rid of my circles. I'm going to bring them back into the picture. And see, they're probably a little short now because we extruded them. Not extruded, we can't even think of the name. We distorted them, extruded. Then make this a little bit smaller by holding down the shift key. And we're going to make our copies. So we're going to move that over and then move that over. And there's our two objects. So we're going to take that out of the way. Then I'm going to just move that out of the way. And I'm going to left click, right click. So now I'm going to do the same thing I did before. And also I'm going to make a copy of those and put them down there. So I'm going to do the same thing I did in the other videos. I'm going to take a 3-point curve line and I'm going to make a pretty good, pretty tight little curve line. Pretty tight, pretty curvy. Now it won't really show up too much, but if I Control D and make a duplicate and put it up here, go in and open up our blend docker under effects and blend, and let's blend them 20 times on this way or 22 times. You've got to go and break the blend apart for this to work. And then you've got to go and group them together or Control G. Now do not move this, and make sure you've got enough. And we're going to intersect. And this is why I like the intersect tool. I still have my shape. And I don't want to move that over. I want to move this up. And now I can move this over by hand, but I want to flip it so my lines are going the other direction. And I'm going to intersect this. Matter of fact, let me get that more in the center. I'm going to intersect this, and I'm going to move that up. So there's our graphic. It's already pretty cool. Our lines don't match, but it doesn't really matter in this case. So the extra copies I made, we're going to do the same thing, and this one's going to be a little bit easier this time because we don't have that sharp point. I'm going to select those two and hit break apart. Select these two, right click, break apart, and then I can just take my virtual segment delete key and delete these. Now these are going to go in the opposite direction, so I need to right select that one and right click and reverse the subpath. Now we're not going to blend this one okay, something's going on. Oh, I have to go up to object, good way to figure it out. I had to go break them apart. And now I'm just going to do it like five blends. And look at that. That looks pretty fantastic. Now I'm going to go, before I forget, go up to object, break the blend apart, and go ahead and group it together. And I'm going to go ahead and take it up here. And then I'll do the same thing. Well, we can do this one. No, I'll use that one because that's our copy in case we need those other ones. So I'm going to take away that node, select those two nodes and right click and break apart. Looks like there might be 3 nodes there. Doesn't really matter. That's just a double node. Right click, break apart. Go in and take your virtual segment delete key. And you want to make sure you get that little bitty nub. And we broke it apart so we'll not, I'm breaking it apart so I can cut that line without it taking anything else out. Now, while we got it here, before we forget, go to object and break the curve apart. And if you look, these are backwards. So I'm going to right click, reverse subpath, grab both of these and blend them 5 times. Go up to object, break blend apart, go ahead and Control G to group it. And let's move that up to the other one. And look at that. Now, I've cut out that top line, but that could be fixed. I'm not going to do it in the video. I think I fixed it in the other video. So now, the whole time we nudged, so I can nudge down and over, and I'm in the right position. But our 20-degree rotation doesn't work. So I'm going to go ahead and group these together. Control G, Control D, alternate C, and rotate it 20 degrees. And you see I have a gap. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong, but I think it's going to look pretty cool. And I'm going to go ahead and Control D all the way around. Now, I'm going to go ahead and group this together, Control G. And I could do a number of things. You know, I could go from line to line and have a completely different shape. So you could get like the 3-point curve line and just, you know, give it a really good curve. And watch what happens and just say, now the other one I made an envelope and put some ellipses inside the envelope. But this is pretty cool when you see this happen, that you can make this shape, and since we're rotating 20 degrees, it'll completely rotate around perfectly, hopefully. And this might look pretty cool. So zoom back in, get your 3-point curve line. Make sure you go from node to node, and at least these lines will be attaching to each other and to kind of make it symmetrical. And just keep looking when you don't hit that node, you know, make sure back up and go in and fix it. I'm going to give that one quite a bit of, because we're kind of going at a funny angle now. And it doesn't really matter. It's your design. It's your play toy. You know, you're designing it. That didn't make any sense. I now understand. And you could even put a line across there. Whoop. Now, one thing I did not do, I don't think I grouped these together. Yes, I did. See, that's real important. So Control G to group it. Put this back. Grab this one. Control D, alternate C, and rotated that magical 20 degrees, and look what we did. Now, the first one I put circles in an envelope tool. Now, once we make this all one color and put a black box around it, that's pretty outstanding. Let's take away the indexing lines. And if I would have fixed the outer lines, you know, it might even look better. But see, I mean, look how it, and see, there's that line I connected. And, you know, look at our shape. And if you wanted to take the time, you could reverse the second one, group them together, and then rotate it 40 degrees. And you'd have some of these going up and some of them going down. But that's pretty cool. Anyway, I hope those 3 videos help somebody someday, and thank you for watching.